What up, bitches? It's a misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album right here, Mike Shinoda's latest solo project titled Post-Traumatic. A lot of you guys should know who Mike Shinoda is. He is the MC / backup vocalist for Linkin Park, and so a lot of y'all know Linkin Park. They suffered a loss through Chester Bennington last year, and through that we have this. You know, I don't know if Linkin Park is going to tour anymore. I kind of hope not, because there's no replacing Chester, man. Rest in peace. I miss the dude still. He's a great rock vocalist. He has great range. But I've talked about Chester before. I've got videos on that. Right now, I want to talk about this right here, the latest album from Mike Shinoda. And Mike Shinoda has done shit before. He's done something under the name Fort Minor. That was years back. I think that was shit, I want to say maybe 2005, 2006, I believe. I forget. But this is mostly him on his own. And let me open it up real quick. So there's the cover, pretty cool. He got his signature there, like a like graffiti. I love his calligraphy style, and he's like an artist in every sense of the word. Shit's fucking going out of focus. And you know, he could draw his ass off, and obviously he makes music, he produces as well. So let's jump into this. So that's the back. There's him there. Track listing. Got 16 tracks on this bitch. Open it up. There's Mike there. There's the CD. Take the CD out. There's the back of the case right there. And I'll show you the inside real quick. It's not too much going on. It's oh, whoops. Actually, I shouldn't say there's not too much. It's pretty cool, you know. I love this sort of shit, you know. Guys, get back to making full fucking booklets. Thank you, Mike Shinoda, for that. And you know, usually with his prior releases with Linkin Park, you would have the lyrics in here. Here you don't. Just a bunch of the production credits and shit. And yeah, that's basically it here. But it also says it on the back of the CD, which I'll go into right now. The album was produced by Mike, but I'm gonna give the co-producers shout outs. You have Andrew Dawson, you have Boone, Manny Marroquin, who did mixing. Oh, the rest of these guys do mixing. Serban Gania and Jason Joshua, and Mike Shinoda did his own mixing as well. Let me put this shit away real quick, fold this up. And we'll talk about the fucking features in a second. All right. Features on this bitch, you have Blackbear, K.Flay, Chino Moreno from the Deftones, Machine Gun Kelly, and Grandson. So you got 16 tracks, not too many features, just the way I like it. Chino Moreno and Machine Gun Kelly are on the same track. So you essentially have just 4 tracks with features on here. Now to get into the meat and potatoes of the shit. This album, like the title implies, post-traumatic, it's already telling you what this is about. If you're a Linkin Park fan, you know what this is about. A lot of these songs are dealing with the loss of Chester Bennington. That's where majority of these songs spawn from. So when it comes to content, you know you're getting a lot of that stuff that will somewhat invoke emotion. There's some songs that, you know, when it comes to Linkin Park, I've said this in the past, they take a lot of aspects of life and put it into lyrics. And he does that on here, like with Promises I Can't Keep is a perfect example of that. About You, yeah, there's a few songs where he does that. And what else could I say that I like about the album? It sort of grows on you. I mean, the thing with me and Mike Shinoda, and I've said this before, I love him as an artist, but I'm going to repeat this again. I feel that he holds back so much because, you know, you listen to shit like the Zero demos and Hybrid Theory EP, and even some of the demo shit that you get, like the Linkin Park Underground demos and shit, like he goes in lyrically. I think that he kind of simplifies a lot of his shit. That's one of the things I can't stand about Mike. I mean, you know, as a person, from the things I've seen, I think he's a cool dude, and I know he's lyrically like insane, but I think he holds back a lot. He simplifies a lot of his shit, which I kind of can't stand, because I know he's better. And I felt that this release could have, you know, he could have pushed that shit, because there's a lot of emotion that he has, you know, I'm sure, pent up inside. Production wise, this sounds sort of like Linkin Park, just without the heavy rock influence. It has that, you know, electronic, ambient shit all over the place. As far as the beats are concerned, nothing really super boom bap-ish. One track that definitely reminds me of Linkin Park is Promises I Can't Keep. That is pure Linkin Park right there. And one thing I do like is how he is stepping it up somewhat a little bit as a all-around vocalist, because it's not just rap. I mean, the majority of this is rap, but you can see him, you know, just taking on the vocalist abilities on his own. I don't think he's gonna, to be honest, I don't think he'll ever reach Chester heights, but he's doing what he can, you know what I mean? And another one of my favorite track on here is Liftoff, featuring Chino, Moreno, and Machine Gun Kelly. Love that for a couple reasons. Number one, that's one track where Mike Shinoda actually goes in. He gives you a full hearty verse, you know, showing off his metaphor abilities, his lyrical dexterity. Machine Gun Kelly comes in, kills it. Chino Moreno from the Deftones, one of my favorite fucking bands, he comes in with the hook. It was just perfect. The beat was great. That's it. As far as the features, they pretty much do their thing. They're not super overbearing. Blackbear I really like. I'm not familiar with Blackbear, if it's a him, her, or group. I'm not sure, but I will look out for whoever that is. And at times too, at worst, Mike Shinoda kind of reminds me of Drake on some songs, particularly like IOU. If you listen to that, I believe in the beginning, and some of the things he's trying to do, that harmonizing rap shit, which it don't fit Mike. It really don't, just to be honest. But anyway, go cop it. If you're a Linkin Park fan, pick it up. There's even some songs on here, by the way, that kind of give me an 80s feel. I believe one of those songs is Crossing a Line. I want to say that one. I think this, like, he must have been listening to some 80s rock, because it has that. It just brings me there. That and I forget which one was the second one. I want to say Make It Up As I Go. Or I know it's one of the last ones, I forget. But anyway, let me I don't want to labor on too much, but my rating of this album, I would probably give it a maybe like a 6 to a 7 out of 10. Definitely worth the listen. You know, if you're a Linkin Park fan, you gotta go support. Shout out to Mike Shinoda. That's it. Rest in peace, Chester Bennington, as always. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, support dope shit, like, share, do what you gotta do with my video, and that's it. Peace, bitches.